To explain today's work. So today's Friday, it's the 23rd. This morning I asked you to have a look at menu types. Okay, so there are various types of menus. The two that we're going to focus on are a function menu and an a la carte menu. You have to explain when you would use each and give an occasion for both. I'm just going to flick over to the compass entry for today, because I think it actually gives you a lot more information. All right, so there's no Zoom today, but apparently I'm doing a video instead. So in your textbook, you were asked to go back and read the key points on the food for special occasions slideshow that I shared with you last week. This is for study notes. I'll do spot checks on that in your Google Classroom, but also if you're a person that prefers to write your work, just write it, take a photo and send me the picture. The presentation that I'm talking about is this one. So this is the work that I want you to look at, food service. Okay, so these are the few slides. So there's not that many of them. There's not a lot of information. You just need to read through it. I've highlighted a few things on the way so you can, it'll make it easier for you to do. All right, so let's have a look. So menu types. Back to compass. All right, so types of service. You need to research this. All right, so slide 2. Describe the difference between a function menu and an a la carte menu. Explain what you'd use them. I've given you here some menu samples that I want you to have a look at. So my suggestion would be, because it's 100 words each, which is what it said in the task, I would have a paragraph that explains what an a la carte menu is, a paragraph that explains what a function menu is, and then in the third paragraph, talk about the differences between the two. So if you look at this menu, a function menu. Okay, so down the bottom, it tells you that if you were having a function that you, for this, if people pick their entree, the pasta, and the main, it would cost them $60. Or if they had an entree, pasta, main, and dessert, it would be $70. So what people would do, and you can see that there's other packages here, 2 courses for 70 or 3 courses for 80. Okay, so it's an event. It's not someone just rocking up to have dinner. They're actually having an event. So someone would have gone in there, had a meeting with the people, looked at the menu, picked what they were going to do. They would still be allowed to have choices. It's just saying that, okay, at our event, we are only going to have an entree, a pasta, and a main, and we're paying $60 for each person that comes, and then their drinks will be on top of that. That they might have carafes of wine, a bottle of wine or a carafe of wine on the table, jugs of beer, jugs of soft drink, or juice. And they'll just say, okay, we're going to provide you this many, and anything above that they would have to pay an additional cost because they're creating a package. All right, so they are still, if you picked for an entree, pasta, and main for $60 for your function, that you might be having like a 50th birthday party, and you have invited 50 people, your parents have invited 50 people to come to the party, that they may say to the restaurant, well, that's what we're going to do. So they would give the people the menu at the beginning, and then they would each select what they're going to do. All right, so however, there is no dessert. So if you wanted to have the dessert, you would put a different package together for all the people that were coming, and that they would pay $70, the extra $10 to have a dessert. All right, so that's what a function menu looks like. So let's go back over to Compass and we'll have a look at an a la carte menu. So a la carte pretty much means off the card, okay? So that you're, it's a food service menu. Now, if you go to somewhere like McDonald's and you go and say, I'm going to have a cheeseburger and I want an apple pie and I want a drink, and you don't put it in a meal, that is actually an a la carte menu. But most people, when they talk about a la carte, they're talking about um, white linen, expensive restaurants. That's really where a la carte comes from. And you can see that everything's got a price. So you can have chicken tenders with a variety of sauces, and if you have a half a tray, it's $50, or a full tray, it's $90. All right, so these that comes down to looks at appetizers. It's giving you choices with things like cheese plates, and it's giving you sizes. So it's very specific. Um, it's more so that this is also this particular menu is looking at functions, because here it's talked about small bowls will feed 15 to 20. All right, so let's go and have a look at another a la carte menu. A la carte menu. All right, images. Okay, so you can see this pretty ritzy place. This is their a la carte menu. Everything has got a price against it. All right, so you can see exactly what you're getting for your money. How about we go Sydney? Okay, so Infinity. So this is Infinity at Centrepoint Tower, Sydney Tower. And you can probably find many more relevant examples than this. Let's look at their menu. Okay, so here's their a la carte menu. Lunch, one course. Two courses are three courses. So it's off the card. Dinner. That people have choice. So everybody that goes there could pick a different item, and they would. It doesn't have to be in a package. So each person could select how they would want to eat. Let's go back again. Okay, sample menu. Is this a good website? Okay, so it's got all the information at a la carte. Yeah, hors d'oeuvres, salmon tartare, sea scallops. Everything's got a price on it that you're picking straight off the card, your order off the card. Here, a la carte menu available from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Right, so hope that gives you a better understanding. So when you go back into your presentation, you would first of all define what one is, then the other, and then explain the differences between the two. All right. If you haven't done this slide, go back to the presentation yesterday. Basically, what you will be doing is transferring this information over to here. However, you will set the date for your venue, the time. You have to go and research and find your own tea room. Put its name here. I want its link. Tell me how much you're going to charge per person. I just for the moment, just transfer that cost across. Double your people, minimum of 80, maximum 100, and then look at your staff. And as I said yesterday, you wouldn't have two head chefs, you'd have one head chef, a sous chef, and then adjust the extra staffing down here to accommodate the extra people. All right, have fun, and I will see you on Tuesday. I need to have this work all up to date. I'm checking it over the weekend. Bye.